Angel Reese says her rent is $8K and WNBA salary doesn't even cover her bills. She basically just said that she just goes hating pays. The reality is that attention pays. Attention is currency when it comes to working with these brands, and that is the one thing you can never knock Angel Reese at doing, is that attention pays.
Angel Reese says her rent is $8K and WNBA salary doesn't even cover her bills. She basically just said that she just goes hating pays. The reality is that attention pays. Attention is currency when it comes to working with these brands, and that is the one thing you can never knock Angel Reese at doing.
When comparing Angel Reese's deal to Clark's endorsement packages, it's clear the difference is significant and worth reconsidering. Reese seems to be playing checkers while Clark is mastering 4D chess. In 2025, Reese's salary with the Chicago Sky will see a slight increase to $74,999. Her 4-year contract totals $324,800, averaging $81,900 annually, an amount some might call pocket change, especially when compared to potential earnings from hustling sneaker sales on stocks. The disparity highlights the financial challenges WNBA players often face despite their star power.
Back to Devin, nice touch pass inside Diamond to Shields. Gets her own.
The final year of Reese's contract is a team option, adding pressure for her to perform exceptionally well to secure her spot. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is comfortably sitting on an 8-year, $28 million Nike deal, showcasing her dominance. Clark's deal highlights her immense marketability, and she hasn't even reached her full potential yet, making the contrast between the two players' financial and career trajectories even more striking.
Said no one person can guard Nneka. In that instance, she had Angel Reese had great help from her teammate.
By the time Angel Reese secures her next deal, Caitlin Clark might already be the face of every major sports brand. To be fair, Reese isn't solely reliant on her WNBA paycheck, because realistically, she can't. Her off-court earnings are where things get intriguing, with partnerships including Reebok, Good Amran, Tack Beats by Dre, and Hershey's. Reese's pieces, the irony of endorsing candy named after her, isn't lost, further showcasing her branding versatility. Teresa Weatherspoon said no one person can guard Nneka. In that kid instance, she had an angel. Versatility. Teresa Weatherspoon said no one person can guard Nneka. In that kid instance, she had an angel.
Davis, time winding down. Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win.
In October 2024, Angel Reese signed a multi-year contract with Reebok, and the highlight is her own signature shoe set to launch in 2026. This makes her only the 6th active WNBA player to achieve such a milestone. Impressive, right? However, when compared to Caitlin Clark's advertising portfolio, the difference is stark. It's like comparing a pickup truck to a Ferrari. Reese has a strong endorsement lineup, but Clark's brand power operates on an entirely different level.
She literally is laughing and is like, WNBA salary doesn't pay anything. They were like, what do I make in WNBA? And she goes, I don't know what my WNBA salary is. Because that's the truth of it. Like, Angel Reese would make more money, and I'm not joking. She would make more money I would say she's made more money from her pre-game fits, from like brands paying her to wear them to games, than she is.
Break down Angel Reese's income, starting with her WNBA deal. Her 4-year, $324,800 contract with the Chicago Sky may sound promising initially, but it averages just $81,000 annually. That's barely enough to afford a high-end apartment in downtown Chicago. The disparity becomes even more striking when considering her status as one of the most popular names in women's basketball, highlighting the financial challenges WNBA players face despite their immense talent and marketability.
Up that pass. Kennedy Carter feeds Angel Reese. Can't finish.
However, even this major deal seems like pocket change compared to what Reese could have achieved with her full market potential.
Inside, Reese doubled, gets through the defenders, puts it up and in.
Angel Reese's real earnings come from her advertising deals featuring partnerships with brands like Reebok Tampa Beats by Dre and Hershey's Reese's Pieces. Her endorsement portfolio is impressive for any athlete, with its highlight being a multi-year Reebok deal extended in late 2024, solidifying her market presence.
This is her third game back from that shoulder injury, and good defense inside by Maisha Hines-Allen there on Reese.
Reese got the second attempt. Gonna try for a third one, blocked by...
However, even this major deal seems like pocket change compared to what Reese could have achieved with her full market.
Here comes Reese, splitting the difference. Equally of a tough shot. Sepi Uzo over to Wnba. Cross-court pass, Angel Reese picks it off. It's her against no one and lays it.
This endorsement deal might earn Angel Reese a decent amount, but compared to what Nike or Adidas could offer, it's like finding spare change under the couch. When you should be winning the lottery, Nike dominates sports endorsements, turning athletes like Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, and LeBron James into societal icons. Nike doesn't just sign contracts, they create legacies. In comparison, Reese's deal with Reebok feels minor, emphasizing the gap between her current opportunities and her true market potential. Nike doesn't just sign contracts, they create legacies. In comparison, Reese's deal with Reebok feels minor, emphasizing the gap between her current opportunities and her true market potential. Caitlin Clark, Reese's top competitor in WNBA popularity, is set to sign a Nike deal that overshadows Reese's.
Reese trying to seal inside. Reese to shovel. Cardozo to finish. 1 minute to go. Tie game. Allen looking into Reese. Reese back to work on Smith. Reese pops it in.
Is expected to surpass the total earnings from Angel Reese's entire endorsement portfolio. Despite Reese's immense fan base, dynamic personality, and undeniable talent, she could have secured a larger share of the market. Her college name image likeness deals reportedly brought in over $1 million annually, showcasing her potential to command significantly more than her current Reebok deal or other sponsorships offer. To put it in perspective, Clark's Nike shoe could generate millions within days, while Reese's Reebok sneaker might require substantial promotions just to reach profitability, highlighting the disparity between their commercial impacts.
Here's Reese at the elbow. Trying to go through multiple defenders. Sabali hauls it down.
Angel Reese is undeniably worth far more than her $324,000 WNBA contract, and a few marketing deals that fail to reflect her star power. Her true market value suggests she should be earning at least 7 figures annually. Meanwhile, Nike's delay in releasing Caitlin Clark's signature shoe feels like a misstep, not just for Clark, but for the entire market, by playing safe politics to avoid upsetting existing athletes like Rhea Wilson and others. Nike is overlooking Clark's status as the biggest draw in women's basketball, leaving Reese to navigate a system where she's left with fewer opportunities. Here's Reese that's elbow trying to go through multiple defenders. SA calls it down. Let's dive into the signature shoe battle between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Reese's Reebok shoe, set to launch in 2026, is undoubtedly a significant milestone. However, it feels more like being crowned prom queen in a small town, a local achievement, but far from a groundbreaking global event. 10 turnovers for the Sky here tonight. Elizabeth Williams Street, first opportunity. Not there. Let's be honest about Reebok. While they've got a rich history with classics like Allen Iverson's The Question and the Answer series, their cultural relevance has faded. When was the last time you saw people lining up for a Reebok drop? Probably back when dial-up internet was still popular, because she's already got the kind of social media thing on look if she is able to deal with it. And again, that is a big if, because we don't know, and a lot of people are talking about all the social media stuff, whether it's going to be good or bad for her career. If she is able to consistently improve and become an old WNBA talent, take that jump from like borderline all-star, but I know she was an all-star this year, but let's be real, if it wasn't for the hold the base, she would have been close, but she wouldn't have been like Wnba, or is the better player who wasn't an all-star. But then we also have to take into account that with what Angel Reese, that if she's able to make that leap and still do all the social media stuff, that we have got one of the biggest stars in sports. We've got one of the biggest stars in the sport. One of the biggest stars in sports reigning with Reebok is like a young chef opening a promising restaurant in a small town. It has potential, but the customer base isn't there. In contrast, Caitlin Clark is like a Michelin-starred chef in Manhattan. Commanding attention, Reebok basketball division struggles to compete with industry giants like Nike and Adidas. While Reese's upcoming shoe is an achievement, the bigger question is whether Reebok can generate the hype and market presence needed to make it a success in today's competitive landscape. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. It's been a good one. So far 16-12 Seattle. Reese driving in with the left hand. Right at Magner, trying to pick up a second foul, didn't, but got to the window and score. When Nike backs an athlete, they go all in. Caitlin Clark's face will likely be seen on billboards from New York to Tokyo, turning her sneaker release into a global sensation. Nike's track record with brand shoes from Kobe Bryant to Kyrie Irving speaks for itself. They rarely miss. While Angel Reese might have a respectable Reebok release, Clark's Nike shoe is expected to sell out before it even hits the shelves. Imagine a limited edition Caitlin Clark sneaker featuring sleek designs inspired by her game, sold with a tagline like "Control the Court." It's a marketer's dream and a testament to Nike's unmatched ability to create hype and cultural impact worldwide. Mind looking, here's Clark, she fires, and it goes, she hit it. Meanwhile, Reebok might resort to buy one get one sales to move Angel Reese's sneakers, while Caitlin Clark's Nike shoe will likely appear on stocks at triple the price within minutes. Nike's hype machine is so powerful that even casual basketball fans will want to own a piece of the action. In contrast, Reese's Reebok shoe might end up in outlet stores 6 months later. No disrespect to Ree, but in the sneaker game, branding is everything, and Nike operates on a completely different level, creating global icons with unmatched cultural relevance. Can score, and you know who likes it. Angel Reese partnering with Reebok feels like a minor league move compared to Caitlin Clark's imminent Nike collaboration. It's like playing in the G League versus starting in the NBA. By the time Reese's shoe launches, Clark could have multiple sneakers in her line, destined to become coveted collector's items. Or you're more used to be on the floor, is probably what she said. Reese can't get it. Angel Reese deserves recognition as one of only 6 active WNBA players with a signature shoe deal. However, Caitlin Clark's upcoming Nike sneaker is poised to steal the spotlight while Reese is making commendable strides. Clark's moves are truly historic, with a hype gap between them that's undeniably vast. Angel told me that her right hand shot, she didn't like it, so she taught herself to shoot with her left hand. That's why she's Amedex. The leaked contract details about Angel Reese are significant because they highlight the disparity between her talent and earnings. Despite being a rising star, her on-court salary is notably low compared to male athletes. While her endorsements are impressive, they pale in comparison to Caitlin Clark's deals. The looming team option in Ree's final contract year adds pressure, making every game critical for securing her future and maximizing her market potential. Is set play here. Let's see who gets their number. Applause called Clark's success is nearly self-sustaining, even scoring 5 points per game next season. She'd remain the league's top-selling player. Reese, however, lacks that luxury and must continuously grind both on and off the court to maintain her position. W6 to shoot gives it up to Allen. Now 4 to shoot. Post entry, Tez puts it up. You can't count it. Nike's hesitation to fully back Caitlin Clark early on might go down as one of the biggest missteps in sports marketing history. Instead of capitalizing on her immediate appeal, they delayed her signature shoe until 2026. Meanwhile, players like Angel Reese are securing deals with brands like Reebok, which, let's be honest, can't compare to Nike's influence. This delay not only makes Nike appear indecisive, but also unintentionally positions Reese as a second choice. Had Nike launched Clark's shoe earlier, they could have set the standard for women's basketball endorsements. Instead, they've allowed competitors like Reebok and Under Armour to claim market share.